Let's give a Dizzy's Club Coca-Cola welcome to the Judy Carmichael Quartet with special guest Harry Allen.
Thank you. My favorite aunt is from Mississippi, and she always had these great phrases, you know, that she'd say if something unexpected happened, she'd say, well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn now and then, you know, things like that. So she was always saying that. And then one of the ones that she liked that she'd gotten from a Texas relative of hers, if a man was a big bragger, but he had nothing to back it up, the phrase is all hat, no cattle. And so I love that. And now it's interesting. I told you I spent a lot of time in England, and they have an equivalent phrase because I was talking about this. I did this tune, and I had just written it, and I said I wanted to come up with all these phrases, see if I could use as many of my aunt's phrases as I could put into this, and talk about a guy who is, you know, we all know this person, women can be that way too, who, you know, brags a lot, does it, but it's kind of a dog, he's charming, goes out on his wife, just, you know, the typical. Anyway, not of everybody, but we know that person. Anyway, so I was saying this, and I said, you know, like all the phrases, I'd say all hat, no cattle, all foam, no beer, you know, all of this. Anyway, so, you know, all pouch, no kangaroo. You know, you can keep going with this. Anyway, so I was thinking about it, but they have a phrase, and I don't know if anybody here is from England, but their equivalent phrase is all fur coat, no knickers. And that actually sounded really sexy, actually. It sounded like, isn't that the fantasy? You open up the door, the guy opens, the woman's just, never mind. Maybe I'm living in a different world than the rest of you. Anyway, so this is my little song about that naughty boy who's all hat, no cattle. Brace yourselves, it's kind of emotional. You're tall, you're handsome, but not much more. You run through women and keep the score. But baby, there's something you can't ignore. You're way too old to act like such a bore. A hat, no cattle, you don't come through. A bluff and bluster, you don't have a clue. You talk so smooth and think you're the best. Stop your lying dog and give my ears a rest. You come on strong and act so fine. It's all so wrong it's just a line, all show no go. To you, it's just a game. You wonder why it all just seems the same. Your starts are fast, but so's the end. You say you're in love, but why pretend? You're all surface, nothing underneath. Quit catting round and give us girls relief. I had no cattle or wax, no wick. You sure are slow, but think you're slick. You're flying high and claim you're having fun. It's all so great until it comes undone. I had no cattle or foam, no beer. All talk, no action. Now listen here. You sleep around and say it's what men do. Guess what, pal? Your wife has just left you. She took the yacht, the kids, the house, and said your moves were Mickey Mouse. You're out of notes. I'd say your song is sung. And unlike you, her new man's really young. I had no cattle, and that's my view. When your heart aches, here's what you do. Take a risk and go for something new. Try real hard to be a better you. Thank you. Neil Miner, Andy Brown, Carrie Allen. I'm Judy Carmichael. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for the Judy Carmichael Quartet. One more time for Judy Carmichael.